Canada came to us and said, hey, we have a couple of trucks up in Whitehorse in the Yukon, and would you like to bring them back? We were like, is that a crazy idea, or are we crazy to do it? After all, that's 7 days of driving. That's 5,440 kilometers. That's like 800 kilometers a day. It seemed ludicrous, but we did it. We've driven this TRD Pro 22 Tundra all the way from Whitehorse to Toronto, and I gotta say, it's been a hell of a journey. We took the Pro, 438 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque, and we took the SR5 TRD off-road, long box, crew max, through the whole journey, and we were getting pretty good gas mileage. 11.5 in the gas version, about 12.5 in the hybrid. Sounds like, well, shouldn't the hybrid get better mileage? Well, yes, but this truck isn't about getting mileage, it's about having more power. And with 583 pound-feet of torque, you definitely get it, and you notice it when you're passing. Don't notice it so much from 0 to about 100 kilometers an hour, but when you start to pass, you really feel it. All the TRD models have a really good suspension. These are the Fox shocks, and great for off-road, and the TRD off-road has Bilstein shocks, so you'd think, yeah, the Pro's gonna be more comfortable, but I think on the long haul, the gas model, the TRD off-road, it was probably a bit more comfortable. The TRD Pro is definitely more lively to drive, it's more intuitive, it's more engaging, but in terms of overall comfort, the surprising thing that came to us was that the SR5 with the TRD off-road package was probably the more comfortable truck. Of course, with the TRD Pro, which only comes as a hybrid model, no more V8, just the twin turbo V6 with the hybrid package, you do get also the really cool appearance package. Heritage grille, TRD marker lights on the front, on the tailgate, on the side, because the truck is a little bit wider than the normal truck. You get skid plates, you get really cool BBS off-road wheels, lightweight, and you get all the sort of the trimmings that come with the TRD package. Overall, great setup. After driving the 2022 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro for several days, like 7, I can't believe we went that far, but we did. It's been a long drive. We're going to be almost 5,500 kilometers by the time we're done, but we sure learned a lot about these trucks. One, the TRD Pro is such a lively, fabulous truck to drive. Compared to the SR5 with the TRD off-road package, it rides a little firmer, but it's just more engaging to drive. The SR5 is very comfortable, very smooth, and the other big takeaway is the fuel consumption. We're down to 12.5 liters per 100, cruising at about 110 kilometers an hour. That's really good mileage for a full-size truck. That's not bad. That's partly thanks to the new twin turbo V6. This one, of course, the TRD Pro is a hybrid, so you get a bit more. You get a bit more power, 583 pound-feet of torque, and but both trucks, they're equally fast to about 100 kilometers an hour. It's only when you get out and start passing that you really notice the power difference in the TRD Pro. Little issue with the SR5, we had a check engine light, grill shutter malfunction, and then turned out there might have been some dirt in the grill. We pulled into the Toyota dealer. They were so gracious. They fixed us up for us. They turned off the engine lights. They checked the grill shutter. They got it working again, and we were on our way. It hasn't come back since. I love the way this 10-speed transmission shifts. Really kind of crisp. Never hunts for gears. Never hesitates. Really seamless shifts all along. Nice to have drive modes: Sport, Eco, Normal. Sport does really change the character of the truck for sure. And if money wasn't an object, I'd definitely go for the Pro, and I definitely do it in solar octane. But the price of the Pro has crept up there quite a bit. I think the sweet spot in the lineup is probably the Limited, because you get the 14-inch monitor. You can, if you equip with the TRD off-road package for another $3,000, you get all the cameras, you get a different suspension, and a couple other things, and it makes it. I think that's the sweet spot in the lineup. In the end, we definitely weren't crazy. We were pretty smart to take on this trip, take on this challenge of driving pretty much all the way across Canada from the Great White North. The scenery in the Yukon and northern BC was second to none. I've never seen such beautiful scenery in my life. It's like we were dropped into the land that time forgot. It's so stunningly beautiful. You could see for days, not a building, not a hydro pole, nothing. It was amazing. Tons of animals, wild bison in Canada. Crazy, crazy. But it was pretty spectacular overall. And you know, the surprising thing about the trucks, not a high level of fatigue driving either of them. Really comfortable, felt good all the time, and we were getting almost 900 kilometers to a tank on just the SR5. About 800 kilometers to the tank with the TRD Pro. A little bit higher gas mileage, but the hybrid really doesn't kick in until you get into the lower sort of city, sort of urban environment. But overall, what an amazing trip, and I guess we'll have to try it again. Maybe with electric this time. For Driving.ca, I'm Derek McNaught.